All right, now we're doing 7Q sort numbers. This is by Jay Hoffner, and 89% of people like it. So we're going to finish the solution so that it sorts the passed-in array of numbers. If the function passes in an empty array or null, then it should return an empty array. All right. So basically that's it. We're just going to sort it out, and if it's null, we're going to give it an empty array. So we could do like a bubble sort, right, where we check to see if, like, we check these numbers to see if this one's bigger or this one's bigger, and if this one's bigger, we switch places, and then we keep going, just like this little graphic's doing with for loops. But you know what? That takes a while. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Like, here's what bubble sorts look like, and that's just to get the sorting done, right? We don't need to do that. Instead of that, let's just turn this into a concise syntax. Let's say const solution equals nums, and then turn this into an arrow. We're just going to use a method on this one, the sort method. So let's do a console.log right now so we can test as we go. And we'll say nums to start off with, just to check what it looks like. And it's an array, and now we're going to say dot sort. All right? Dot sort. All right? And if you don't know about the sort method, it's a method that the sort method sorts the elements of an array in place and returns the reference to the same array now sorted. The default sort order is ascending, built upon converting the elements into strings, then comparing their sequences to UTF-16 code unit values. All right, so it breaks it down into strings and then does it basically in UTF alphabetical order, which isn't going to work for us because let me show you. All right, so if we just leave it as this, test it out, see that it's like A and A, B, C, and then whatever that is, like E. So that's how it's doing it. It's not like saying that this is bigger than this because it is. It's just going in the first numeral or the first digit is 1, so it must be in the front, all right? Not going to work for us. So that's why we've got this thing right down here. We can do the arrow function syntax, which will be like whatever dot sort, and then we'll have A, B, an arrow, and then right here, the expression, all right? So we're going to say in here, A, B as the arguments, an arrow, and the expression. So the expression, basically how it works is if whatever this expression is positive, then they switch places, and if it's negative, they don't switch places, all right? So we're going to say A minus B, so that the small thing is, so that when it's like, let's say it's 1 minus 3, it'll be -2, and so it'll stay 1 and 3 right there. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Now let's test this out, see what it looks like. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. Let's get rid of this console.log. All right, let's test it out for real. Uh-oh, can't read property sort of null. There must have been a trick in this one. All right, so to take care of this, all we got to do is do like an if statement, and instead of an if statement, since we're in concise syntax, we're just going to use this ternary or conditional operator, whichever one you want to call it. And it's the only JavaScript operator that takes 3 operands: a condition followed by a question mark, then an expression to execute if the condition is truthy followed by a colon, and finally the expression to execute if the condition is falsy. And the operator is frequently used as an alternative for if-else statements. All right, so we're going to come over here, and we're going to say first, if nums exists, do this, all right? And if it doesn't exist, throw an empty array there, all right? Let's test it out. And boom, all right? And attempt it, good, and submit it. All right, and that's the end of that. Here basically did the same thing. It's just they did it in regular syntax all the way through, and they did like the or operator. And so, anyway, that's cool, but I don't like that. Here's something, and they did if nums does not equal null. All right, that's cool, I guess, whatever. And you can just check out all the rest of them. I don't like any of those. I like this way, but not that way either. Whatever way we did it, that's the way that I like it. And you can like whatever you want. All right, best practice in my opinion. Very much like it, and we'll see you next time.